One of my biggest regrets, potential regrets, is to become the person who talks in the past tense. You know, when people say like, oh, I used to do that, or I really wanted to do that, but I didn't. Or I've been thinking about that for a while and it just hasn't happened yet, or I haven't had the time. And it's very it's coming from a resigned place, like there's nothing I can do about it. The truth of the matter is you have to want to do something about it, because we all know people who have stayed in that past thing the whole time and it becomes their whole identity. I've had it with acting over time where people have said, oh, I was going to do that, or I thought about that, or I had this, and this. And with something like acting, I'm always like, but you could pick it up right now. You could go and book some acting classes tomorrow. You could begin to learn online via YouTube. You could go to your local library and get some plays out and begin reading them and do all the parts and all the voices. You could do that today. And that always takes people by surprise, because they are so attached to the story of, this was part of my old identity, that they've forgotten all about the fact that they can do something. And so I want you to think about those things that are lurking in the back of your brain that maybe you would like to explore again, or maybe bring up the priority list into the mix here. Because I think in this life, there are very few things that have a timestamp on them where there's just no non-negotiables. I know that there are some things, absolutely, but lots of things are not limited in that way. I also want you to think about the things that you really don't want to do. There might be things that you are talking about and it's absolutely time to let them go. And maybe they were such a part of your identity, and you can do this in a lovely way where you say goodbye to them and then you can continue moving on from them. And you can make space for new stuff and be open to a new thing. Remember, we are in such an exciting time of possibility, of the internet, of learning, of education, of creativity, of people who are sharing their stories behind the scenes, stuff they've done, their process. We have access to all of this. Don't let your head get in the way of you making progress and telling yourself things that are not true. They are false. You can start. You can find a way. You can not have to wait 5 years. You can start something tomorrow. You can take a step in the right direction. If you want to find out more, come on over and do a strategy session with me. The details are in my Work With Me page. I would love to help and support you, and I'll see you in there, in my messaging. Send me a message right now. Lots of love. Bye.